Welcome to another edition of In Clayman's Terms. Hopefully we'll be getting back into doing some regular video, but I thought this was a great start since we're going to be doing another unboxing. This is the latest in the lines of iPads, so I've been using an iPad Air 2 for the past 3 or 4 years, but this is the new iPad Pro 11-inch, mostly all screen design, and we'll talk about that during the unboxing. Apple Pencil, the new keyboard case, which I'll also talk about, which I'm actually surprisingly happy with, or at least trying out, so we'll see if I continue to be. And yeah, we're going to go through an unboxing and we'll see how that goes. Stay tuned. Okay, now we're going to get the actual unboxing. Because these things are saran wrapped, I'm going to be using this. Kids, don't try this at home. So I do love these new bags Apple gives us. But let's open up the container and we'll start getting into the items we're going to be unboxing. And 3 packages today because they make money if you sell everything separately. That is the new Apple Series 2 pencil. It feels really good in the hand, and we'll be holding it upside down, embarrassingly so. This is a live video, folks. Well, not live, but unedited, and for your pleasure and mocking ability. So we've got the Apple Pencil. It's got nothing replaceable on it, except I believe the tip is replaceable. The Smart Folio keyboard. I didn't think I'd like this, and we're gonna see how it works long term. But typing on this is a much better experience than the last set of these that I tried out, probably for the early iPad Pros. I skipped the early iPad Pros, and I skipped a lot of the iPads since the iPad Air 2, mainly because they didn't provide anything for me that improved the experience. And then, of course, we have the iPad Pro itself. You've seen a lot of unboxing videos, I'm sure already. This will just be another in the line of unboxing videos. But I'm going to be talking about my reasons for getting each item as we go along. And yeah, so let's get started. And we're going to start with smallest to largest, the Apple Pencil. So let's get this thing opened up. No, that's handy. Whether you love them or hate them, you have to give them credit. Apple always knows how to package things for the best, at least aesthetics, not always the best ease of access. So, oh, okay, we're going this way. So slide it. Usual documentation, there'll be probably some stickers as well, but nothing too special in there. But here we have it, the Apple Pencil. Now, the fact that you could magnetically charge this and pair it on the side of the iPad Pro, is a really neat option. And I found out it fits perfectly in the container I have. It's got a great feel to it. It feels more like a pencil, or at least a useful writing instrument. I didn't like the other one. No nub to fall off on the end or break off any connector pieces. And yeah, this does look like it's replaceable. Hopefully it is. I've heard that the screen protectors for the iPad Pro are having issues where they'll actually cut down on sensitivity. So I'm going to be running this without a screen protector. So it'll be the first iPad I run without a screen protector for years. So we'll see. Now for the folio case. This attaches almost entirely magnetically, and we'll get to try that out. I'm going to give this a little start and hopefully not cut myself on video. I try not to edit these because really I'm not very good at editing video. And so I wouldn't want to have to cut out the blood. I don't know how well that edits out. Now, this is not leather. I think this is some other material, probably a pleather, some sort of polyurethane coating, and of course, let go. Top of the box, gone. And it is entirely powered from the iPad itself. And the nice part is they actually thought when you use the case fully open, it disables the keyboard. Thank goodness, because otherwise I would not have purchased it, because that would have driven me absolutely insane. So there it is. You will notice that it does not protect the sides. It is really just the back and the front. That doesn't really surprise me too much because they need to be able to charge the Apple Pencil. The keyboard itself, I don't know if you can see here, is actually decently sized. Usually these smaller keyboards are way too cramped for my hands, but I tried typing on it for a bit, and it's got a good feel to it. The width is actually fairly decent, and that may be because of the slightly larger iPad than the one I have. I have a 9-inch iPad, 9.7 inch technically, and this is technically an 11-inch iPad, so an inch extra screen. Now, the size of the actual iPad is barely bigger than the one I have, but they've certainly done a better job with this. The keys feel better. They don't feel like they're just part of a one solid piece of material. They feel like individual keys, which I'm liking. Normally I carry around a wireless Apple keyboard. All right, so we're going to see how that attaches in a second. Now we move on to the final piece, the iPad Pro itself. I'm going to do a follow-up video later to discuss what I may or may not like about this. I may do it as a blog post instead. Also, a reminder, just to plug, inclaymansterms.com. That's probably how you got here. You may have gotten here through Twitter in Clayman's Terms, or my Facebook page, although it's just my personal Facebook page for now. I've been thinking about getting a branded one, but not really all that keen on it. We'll see. So we'll open up this. I'll be swapping out the 3G out of my current iPad. So this is a 3G model. And then we pop it out. And so there's the iPad itself. Very reminiscent of the iPhone 4 in its styling, so we'll talk about that in a second. But let's see what else is in the box. Again, instruction manual. And this is the thing I'm actually kind of excited but kind of hate at the same time. USB-C. Everything here is USB-C. That is great from a universal standard. We're getting away from proprietary Lightning format, but I have to buy more cables. And that's annoying. But I think it's a worthwhile trade-off. But having spent over $2,000 on this selection, so not cheap for the record, more cables is not a bad thing. All right. Finally, let's unravel the iPad itself. And there it is. Gorgeous, sleek, thin, light, a little too of both if you've read some reviews. So it's an all-metal case, except for that part right here. That is a piece of plastic that is used to charge the Apple Pencil. The problem with that is that's a weak point. If you go around to the other side, where you're going to see a dot for a microphone right in front of your screen, also a weak point. This video is not sponsored. I'm not here to break my brand new iPad, but people have been doing it. They have broken their iPad. They've bent the iPad as a demonstration. More power to them to have sponsored. And if you'd like to sponsor my video so I can... No, you know what? Sponsor my video so I can buy stuff, not so I can break stuff, because it breaks my heart. But I give a nod to them because they are forcing companies to evaluate the structural integrity of their product. This iPad is not going to be in anyone's back pocket, but you still want to be careful. Get a protective case. Don't let anyone sit on it. So let's see how it plugs in. So you're going to see on the back of the iPad, those 3 dots, those are accessory connectors. You'll see the 3 dots at the bottom of my case here. Those are the 3 dots that should line up with that. And then we just drop it in. And at this point, it's protected. fairly solidly protected, all sides. When you open it up, you have 2 angles to put your iPad at. You've got a standing tall angle, which you can see here. I'll give you a better view of that. And then you have a slightly more curved angle. And hey, there's me on video. And as I said, from a typing perspective, I'm actually really happy with that. So that is the unboxing video for the iPad Pro. To be honest with you, as much as people around me may not have doubted I was picking one up, I actually did doubt whether or not I would. But after trying the folio case, looking at the gorgeous screen on it, I couldn't resist saying no. So I'll try to do a follow-up video a little later on and let you know what I think, especially after the setup. But for now, thanks for watching.